Good evening and welcome to Dubai, one of the richest countries in the world and a fitting venue for the millions of pounds worth of football talent on view here tonight in what they're calling the unofficial British Football Championship. Now, they're absolutely fanatical about British football in this part of the Middle East, and they've provided the huge cash incentives to tempt both Celtic and Liverpool to fly thousands of miles here to contest the Dubai Champions Cup. Liverpool, the most successful team in the history of English football, currently producing the kind of championship-winning form that suggests they're in the market for yet another league title.
Barnes wins it back. Now Whelan. Houghton. Aldridge in space here, and he's found him. Brilliant finish. Peter Beardsley.
Staunton. Barnes. Whelan. Staunton. Oh, dummy there, drove one in, and Whelan!
Well, facing Liverpool tonight are Celtic, Britain's first ever European champions, double winners in Scotland last season, and currently, inevitably, in the hunt for honours yet again.
Ball from Rogan. Wallace arrives. Brilliantly finished by McGee. Now Winnie. Trying to turn away from Morris, losing his footing. It's still Chris Morris. Mark McGee. Inside is McStay. And another special from Mark McGee.
So that's Celtic against Liverpool for the unofficial championship of Great Britain. Lots and lots of international stars on view. We've got the whole match for you coming up right after the break. Welcome back to Dubai, where a crowd of around 10,000, one of the best they've ever had for a game here, has just welcomed the arrival of the teams and the visiting celebrities, including my co-commentator tonight, one of Britain's greatest ever footballers, Dennis Law. We'll be hearing from Dennis in a moment, but first let's have a look at the teams. And here's Liverpool's lineup. Kenny Dalglish, their manager, taking the opportunity to bring David Burrows back at number 3. He's missed the last 8 games after getting food poisoning and then losing his place to Steve Staunton. Barry Venison has returned. It's his first game since mid-December. He's been out with a calf injury, and John Aldridge is rested. He, in fact, is on the substitutes bench. Celtic, well, they're hampered by injuries to their captain Roy Aitken and their vice-captain Tommy Burns, both left behind in Glasgow. They bring in 18-years-old Steve Fulton. He starts the match for the first time. He'll be in midfield. And also starting for the first time, £500,000 striker Tommy Coyne, signed last month from Dundee. Well, the teams can use 2 substitutes, and some famous names there on the Liverpool bench, including Aldridge and player-manager Kenny Dalglish. On the Celtic bench, their top scorer Andy Walker, who I gather will come on at some stage of the game. And adding an English flavour to the evening, one of Britain's top FIFA officials, Neil Medgley, will referee, and he's joined by 2 local officials who will act as linesmen. So it's Liverpool who'll get this 3rd Dubai Champions Cup competition underway. Liverpool in the red shirts, attacking from right to left. Celtic in their famous green and white hoops. Liverpool, in fact, previous winners of this competition. They met Celtic here in 1986 and won that match on penalties. And indeed, last year's clash between Rangers and Everton, then the English and Scottish champions, also went to penalties before Rangers won. Liverpool with a new-look formation tonight, with Barry Venison slotting in at right back, his usual position, which has meant that Stevie Nicol has been pushed through into midfield. Liverpool here with an early throw. The pitch, incidentally, may look very green to you back home, but it's quite bumpy and patchy, particularly in the centre of the field. Barnes for Liverpool to Nicol. Cut out well by Grant for Celtic, but now wearing the unfamiliar number 8, it's Venison for Liverpool, looking to pick out Barnes. In fact, the offside decision against John Barnes. Chris Morris, right back for Celtic tonight. An Englishman, comes from Cornwall and hasn't missed a game since he joined Celtic from Sheffield Wednesday 2 years ago. He's going to have a tough time tonight, though, against John Barnes, really in form at the moment. And I'm sure John Barnes will be one of the few players, perhaps, who will really enjoy these warm and humid conditions. A good ball round the back for McGee to chase for Celtic. And it's a Celtic throw. Celtic, who won the double in their centenary year, their 35th Scottish Championship. Liverpool currently bidding for their 18th league title in England. And under pressure here, good ball, cleared by Ablett. Morris again for Celtic, trying to find McGee, but well read by Ablett. Now Barnes. Whelan, the Liverpool captain. Ablett turns it on. Morris with the interception. And under pressure here from Beardsley. And the ball runs loose to McMahon. Good ball too to Houghton. Rogan came in for Celtic and just made the problem. But here's Venison as Liverpool attack again down the right. Venison having to work very hard and did well. And Celtic get the ball away from danger. Fulton, his first kick, and a good ball forward as well. Ablett here, the lone Liverpool man, and was forced to give away the free kick. So anyone who thinks this will be a friendly, played in a friendly manner, maybe will think again. Referee Midgley giving the indirect free kick to Celtic. Peter Grant making the run from the back and finding Ablett standing in his way. Good ball by McStay. Miller. Burrows tackle. Grant again. McStay. Out to Rogan on the left. Good run made down the left-hand side by Coyne. Gillespie has gone across with him. And the ball out of play. Well, our first opportunity to hear from Dennis Law. Dennis, I know it's your first visit to this part of the world, and we've already witnessed just how fanatical they are about British football. A good opportunity this for two of our top teams to put on an entertaining exhibition match, I think.
Yes, and I think if a lot of people think that it might be a very friendly game, and I'm sure that they've got another thing coming, because of course there's a great deal of pride tonight. Who's going to win the game? And Celtic, I know, after that bad result on Saturday against Rangers, will be trying to prove to the Scottish fans who'll be watching the game that they're as good as the English teams, and Liverpool in particular. So I think we're going to see a very competitive game tonight.
Certainly Bruce Grobbelaar was stretched then from that rather short back pass from Ablett, and Grobbelaar gets the ball in his hands again. Gillespie will begin to build for Liverpool. Houghton. And now Ablett. Burrows, faced by Miller, had to play it inside to McMahon. And he was under pressure from McStay. This is Gillespie for Liverpool. Houghton. Liverpool can't get out of their own half of the field at the moment. Good marking by Celtic. Happy to let Liverpool have possession this deep in their own half with Ablett. Now McMahon. Liverpool patiently playing their way into an attacking position, but then they give it away. Rogan. The long ball aimed at McGee, but not a good one. Gillespie with the interception. McStay's header. This is Miller. Good ball for Morris. Looked for McGee again, but overhit it. And Coyne also not given much chance with that through ball. Now Whelan, the Liverpool captain. Barnes. Barnes nearly running into trouble there. And an uncharacteristically edgy start by Liverpool. Morris with the throw for Celtic. Burrows wins it back. This is Ablett. Now Gillespie. Both the managers have been at pains to point out that although they've travelled thousands of miles for a game that's being unofficially dubbed the British Championship, they do particularly feel the need to make this an entertaining match tonight. They know how highly thought of British football is in this part of the world, and they want to give them a few goals. Here's McMahon. Both teams, incidentally, also badly want to win it. Venison on for Beardsley. Houghton is with him. Good run here by Houghton, but he was dispossessed by McCarhill, the new youngster playing at centre-back for Celtic. And here's their experienced goalkeeper, Pat Bonner, who's guarded the Celtic net regularly for the last 9 seasons. Good kick by him as well. Brought down inside the Liverpool half by Gillespie. Good ball, Beardsley. Rogan across the basin. Barnes is in support. Liverpool have the throw. Barnes. Back it goes to Whelan. And now 11 is McMahon. Burrows. The gap opened up as Miller let him move inside. And here's Nicol. Burrows again. 2 Liverpool players in the penalty area. Was that a foul? No. Referee Mixley says play on. Miller lost control. Whelan for Liverpool. And there's some tackling there which underlines the competitive nature of this game. McMahon with a quickly taken free kick to Houghton. Venison getting into space on the right. He saw him. Beardsley in support, but he looks for Barnes in the middle, and a nice turn there by John Barnes, and the ball has crossed the line. It's a goal kick. With a lovely moment of skill, Dennis, from a man, John Barnes, that the locals here really have come to see, and Bonner getting a crack in keeping him out then.
Good player, as we all know, tremendous skill, and you know, it's very warm out there. We went on the pitch earlier on. It is very bumpy, but it is a very warm evening, and you think that the way the game has gone at the moment, it certainly will suit Liverpool's style of play, I'm sure, much more than Celtic. You know, what we've seen, Liverpool, of course, the normal casual self knocking about, and then that quick break. Celtic, in the opening minutes of this game, are appearing to play very fast and are hustling Liverpool. And I would think in this heat, Alan, that it certainly at the moment favours Liverpool.
Now Whelan to Houghton. Beardsley. McCarhill, though, good covering. Bonner launches another big kick. Fulton headed it on, and a mistake in the middle here, and Liverpool in trouble. And they just backed away, and Celtic have taken the lead. Mark McGee couldn't believe his luck. It was as though Liverpool were waiting for an offside flag or something, but it never came. And they just backed away and left him to virtually walk the ball into the net. Big spaces, certainly in the Liverpool back four. Most unusual for them, it goes without saying. And McGee said, well, I'll get on with it, and he did. And with 12 minutes of the game gone, McGee has given Celtic a 1-goal lead. Dennis Law.
Incredible, really, because it was a hopeful ball played down the middle there, and really, in a way, it was the bounce. It bounced very, very hard, high indeed over Gillespie's head, and there was McGee with a tremendous shot. I mean, it was no way that it was offsides whatsoever. Took it so cleanly, had so much time to look up, look where the goalkeeper was, and then just knock it into the far corner. A good goal, but a bad mistake by the Liverpool defence.
You probably saw in that replay, Neil Midgley in the background with holding his arms aloft and saying, play on, no offside, as Liverpool hesitated. And that hesitation cost them dearly. They're 1 down. McGee the scorer. But Burrows now as Liverpool counter-attack. McMahon. Venison. On for Houghton. The goalkeeper came out, and McCarhill heads behind for a corner. Do you think the Liverpool players then did think there would be an offside decision, Dennis?
They might have done, Alan, yes, but from up here, there was certainly no way that it was offside. It was a terrible bounce of the ball, and I think they just stood. I think they might have thought that the linesman might have flagged, but for me, not offside.
Barnes with the corner then. Whelan has come for it. Bonner gets a fist to it. One back by Burrows. And it's a Liverpool throw.
I certainly think that that start by the goal being scored by Celtic will make it, I think we're in for a very, very good match indeed, because Liverpool, their pride as well, one goal behind, they'll be trying to get back in the game, then we might see a few more goals tonight.
1-0 to Celtic then. Mark McGee the scorer, Miller in possession for them, McMahon dispossesses him, and that really will have rattled Liverpool's pride, as Dennis has said, and ought to make this a better game. Morris back to Bonner. What a very different atmosphere for the Celtic players. I was up in Glasgow on Saturday. There were 60,000 for that derby match against Glasgow Rangers. It was played at a ferocious pace, a cold day, and here they are in front of just 10,000 spectators. And here they are on the attack again with Coyne. Grobbelaar comes for it, and unchallenged wins it. Oh, a bad throw there by Grobbelaar. Morris now for Celtic. Good ball on from Miller to Grant. Now McStay. Celtic have visibly risen in confidence from that goal. Everybody wanting the ball now. Although two players left it to each other then. McCarthy goes back to his defensive duties and wins the ball from Barnes. Miller. Coyne has peeled away in the middle here. McGee's up there too. Good play. Oh, and Liverpool a little fortunate then, as the ball cleared the head of the young midfield player Fulton. Venison was certainly fooled by it, but here he is on the attack with Barnes. A lot of Celtic players ahead of John Barnes here. And he did well to make anything of it. The ball had finally crossed the line, so that's a goal kick. But there's a new edge to the game now, Dennis.
Certainly, and Celtic playing, as you said, Alan, with a great deal of confidence, and Miller on this right-hand side will cause Burrows no end of problem. But when Liverpool broke away there, you notice how many Celtic players got back. They must have been something like 7 players got behind Barnes and got behind the ball, so that they certainly taken this game serious, and that goal has given them a great deal of confidence.
16 minutes gone then, here in Dubai, and it's Celtic 1, Liverpool 0. Ablett forward for Liverpool, given away though. Fulton to Morris. Made room for himself nicely. Looked for McGee, and a good header. Ablett underneath it. McGee again. Now Miller. One back by Whelan at the expense of a throw. Morris, who really likes to get forward a lot. Good challenge on Coyne, but the ball breaks to McStay. Tackled by Houghton. And now Gillespie. Suddenly a gap opens up for him, and he finds Barnes superbly. Barnes facing McCarthy here. McCarthy coming across as well, and McCarthy got in a vital block. That was good defending by Mick McCarthy, who's actually serving a 4-match suspension for domestic games at the moment. McCarthy signed for £500,000 from Manchester City a couple of years ago, and a very popular player at Celtic. Here's Burrows though for Liverpool. And he's done well here. Good looking cross as well, and it came in to McMahon, drifting in on the edge of the penalty area. Whelan finally coming in behind him and getting the header which went just wide. And Celtic then got fair warning that Liverpool, as Dennis was saying earlier, when you think they're going through a slow period of the game, they can suddenly explode into action like that.
Well, of course, it was a very good cross indeed, Alan, wasn't it? And a powerful header by Whelan, which just went past the post.
Burrows. Nicol. Gillespie. This is Venison. Long ball, but offside, both Barnes and Peter Beardsley. If you're just joining us, the score here in Dubai is Celtic 1, Liverpool 0, with 19 minutes of this game gone. Celtic really enjoying a good opening to this match here. Grant for them in midfield. McCarthy. Flicked on by Miller, but straight to Burrows. Now McMahon. Give it away. Morris. He does the same. Now Nicol for Liverpool. On to Beardsley. McCarthy in quickly though. Helped by Miller. Stay. Good football. Coyne. Only McGee forward, but he finds him. Fulton on the left, and Rogan outside him. And it's the 18-year-old Fulton. That's a good-looking ball as well towards Coyne. Ablett is in there, and Coyne maybe could have given Celtic another goal. Well, I must say, Liverpool really do look at the moment as though they've just stepped off the aeroplane. Because at the back there are uncharacteristic gaps developing. Nobody seems to know what the next man's going to do, and Coyne Dennis might have scored then. I'm sure he should have done far better than he did. As you said, Alan, the centre of the Liverpool defence, certainly at 6s and 7s, and particularly Ablett, who really is not a central defender. I mean, he's a right back, left back, and when there's a situation like that, he certainly gets in trouble, and Coyne maybe should have scored that second goal. Well, that really would have been something if Celtic had increased their lead. But Liverpool have a free kick inside the Celtic half now. John Barnes needs to produce a little bit of magic here to get Liverpool's confidence going again. Here's Burrows. Forward to Whelan. Ablett. Beardsley. McMahon in support. Still McMahon. And he did well. Beardsley playing it into Barnes. And then the shot by Venison, who came from right back. Well, Celtic will be quite pleased if the Liverpool efforts come from outside the penalty area. That shot by Venison, no danger whatsoever to the Celtic team. So Pat Bonham not really been called upon to make a save yet. Gillespie with a fine header. McCarthy, difficult bounce, as you can see how hard the pitch is. Here goes Celtic again. Coyne. McGee. Still McGee, now Coyne again. Grobbelaar had to come quickly. Down goes Coyne. The referee waves play on. Grobbelaar still in trouble. Then there's an appeal for handball as Gillespie went up. And Liverpool get away with it again. But I must say once more, Dennis, they look all over the place then. Absolute chaos in there. At times it doesn't feel the Liverpool defence know each other whatsoever. And there doesn't seem to be a great deal of interest. And there could have been a chance for a penalty, but Neil Misley was certainly down. Then it was a handball, but certainly not typical of Liverpool's defending. Well, Liverpool have got something to do really to just get the shape and pattern back in this game. It has been said many times that Liverpool are not a team who particularly enjoy friendly matches, although this is a competitive competition. Let's not kid ourselves. There are no points and no domestic trophies at stake. And perhaps Liverpool have just moved down a gear, but I think they're going to have to move up a gear again quickly because pride is very much at stake here when an English and Scottish team meet. You can say that again. Free kick to Liverpool anyway. Barnes in the centre. Houghton and Whelan over the ball. In it comes from Houghton. Burrows with a header. And McCarthy got it away. It's a corner. Nicol will take it. Gillespie, the Liverpool man, on the far post. Barnes on the near post. The Celtic get it away with Miller. Ball's actually gone out of play incidentally, that's why the delay is, and nobody, I don't think they thought about ball boys here because the Liverpool players had to go and retrieve it themselves. All that money and they haven't got any ball boys. Here's Nicol. Good looking ball. Beardsley goes to meet it. And then McCarthy clear. Ablett for Liverpool. Miller. Good little ball from Miller to Grant, but well read by Ablett. Now McMahon takes over. Played it obviously too deep.
They're far too stretched, Liverpool, from the midfield to the front runners. We know that John Barnes is not really a striker as such. He's a far better player on this left-hand side. But of course he's playing up front tonight, and at times the gap between the midfield and the front it's too far, and it's no problem for Celtic whatsoever.
Venison for Liverpool. Will trail by a goal to nil here in Dubai, and has given the ball away again. Stay coming forward. Good little return point. Well read though by Venison. Now Grant to Miller. And Liverpool back in possession now with Nicol to Barnes. Oh, Whelan dispossessed. Good run by McCarthy, although he couldn't keep the ball in play. McCarthy is clearly enjoying this, I suppose, because he can't play in the League or Cup matches at the moment, serving that 4-match suspension. It's great for him to get a game like this.
There's one thing about him, he doesn't take any prisoners, that's for sure.
And there speaks a man who had a similar reputation in his career. Rubbish. I've spoken to a few referees about you, Law.
Well, you know, we won't mention referees on this programme tonight.
Chris Morris, the Celtic number 2, and Neil Midgley, the English referee, who incidentally his baggage went one way and he went another on his trip over here. It went to Dublin instead of Dubai, which caused him a few problems. He's got all his gear now.
I saw his gear, Alan, and I think you might have been better losing it, really.
Now you see why Law was always in trouble with referees. 25 minutes gone here in Dubai. Celtic leading by a goal to nil. They could easily have had a second, and they appealed for a penalty which wasn't given. Fulton on the far side for Celtic. Back ball though. Here's Ablett. Big kick from Grobbelaar, aimed at Barnes, but read by McCarhill. Now McMahon. Gillespie. Houghton. Now Venison. On to Barnes. He just got a flick on, but Beardsley couldn't profit. And Celtic back in possession again, and they're certainly enjoying a lot of possession. Here's Rogan, the left back. Aimed at Coyne. Coyne did well. Before arriving again from Fulton, they did on that far side. Now McStay joins in. Coyne again. Just couldn't play it back out to the left wing. Certainly the honours very much with Celtic after the first 25 minutes or so of this game. And the only goal scored by Mark McGee belongs to them. Here's Ablett. That ball. Miller. Rogan. This is Fulton. Into Miller again, who switched from right to left. Real natural winger. Showing natural winger skills then, but Liverpool patiently held on till the mistake was made. And good football by the English champion, McMahon. Nicol. Barnes and McMahon in the centre. Now perhaps Nicol just took it too far, although he has got the corner. Bonner organises his defence, this massive figure. First choice, of course, for the Republic of Ireland. Had an outstanding European Championships. Here's Barnes for Liverpool. Oh, great skill by Barnes. And then he rather wasted it with the ball. Whelan on the right. And back for McMahon. Celtic in trouble. But they've got away with it. Stay. Liverpool win it back. Houghton on their right. On towards Barnes. And again, McCarthy looking sharp.
Barnes is a frustrating player at times, isn't he? He's got such skill, and that was a lovely piece of skill earlier on. And then just that final ball, when really he could have picked up one of three Liverpool players. A terrible ball.
Rose keeping it in and just keeping the ball. Liverpool, as I'm sure you'll know back home, have won 9 matches in a row and are unbeaten for 15 games. So that's a record they won't want it dented here tonight. John Barnes. Again overdoing it. Coyne. Miller is offside. Joe Miller, the number 7 in the background there, signed for £650,000 from Aberdeen, although he's had a knee injury most of the season and has missed a lot of games.
Well, we see Liverpool a great deal, and it's, at the moment, it's certainly not, maybe it's what you said, Alan, maybe they are in second gear, but I think if they've got to get back into the game, they'll have to go up a gear, because Celtic at the moment are the dominating team.
But here's Beardsley for Liverpool. Barnes, McMahon takes over instead. Beardsley still forward. Now Barnes again. Good football. Venison. Beardsley. And again, even Beardsley making an untypical error. Normally such a neat and accurate player, but then he gave it away. Peter Grant in midfield for Celtic, the number 6. On the left here is Anton Rogan. McCarhill. Rogan, big and strong, careering forward. And then running straight into a Liverpool man. Here's Barnes for Liverpool. Beardsley is to his right. Nicol is in support, and Gillespie's made a great run from the back here, and he looked for him, but then played it straight at McCarthy. Well, the hallmark of Liverpool's game, and the reason they've won so many, or one of the big reasons, so many titles and championships over the years, is the accuracy of their passing, but that's not in evidence tonight much, Dennis.
Well, they've done quite well in the midfield, and it's only when their final ball is being played that they seem to make a hash of it. It's either too far, or it's too short, or they get cut out. And that was a perfect example earlier on from Beardsley.
31 minutes gone, Celtic leading by a goal to nil here in Dubai. Miller as they attack again. Morris to support. Good looking ball as well. Fulton on the edge of the penalty area. Sends it back for Grant. This is McStay. Couldn't reach it. Nicol for Liverpool. Barnes. Here's the hold back as the ball was played to Houghton because he would have been offside. Houghton now has seen him and he finds him with a splendid ball. Nicol. Beardsley again. Kyle under pressure from Houghton, but he held on well. And finds Fulton on the left. It's a good ball. Liverpool looking stretched again here. Coyne, McKee is also in support. Ooh, good skill. And a fine effort. Grobbelaar having difficulty saving it. And again, Liverpool in all kinds of trouble. McGee and Coyne combining to provide real problems. Coyne's first shot, Grobbelaar unhappy, couldn't control it. McGee came in and there was a vital tackle then by Ablett, which might have been responsible for that miss. But still, Dennis, Liverpool at the back again looking so shaky.
Well, they did seconds before. That wasn't a lovely run, and McGee should have done better here. As you say, probably Ablett just put them off there, but maybe that should have been the second goal for Celtic. But a lovely run by Coyne, causing all sorts of problems in the Liverpool defence, and it was lovely to see the close control of Coyne there, beating 2 and 3 players. You don't see that so often, and it's nice to see.
Tommy Coyne's cup tie. So with Celtic having an important match coming up in the Scottish Cup, the semi-final in fact, they've taken the opportunity tonight to try him out as a new combination with Mark McGee, and they must be pleased with what he's done so far. McCarhill at the other end, and this youngster's growing in confidence too. Steve McCarhill, signed for £100,000 from Dumbarton last month. It's a Celtic throw. Morris will take it. McGee. Nickel for Liverpool though. Beardsley. And they overrun it. A lot of expatriate Britons living here in Dubai, and many of them have come to this game. There's also a merchant navy vessel in port, and about 150 of the crew of that ship have come to swell the crowd here. So there's certainly quite a few British voices inside the stadium, and it's the Scottish ones you can hear loudest at the moment. 10 minutes to half-time. It's Celtic 1, Liverpool 0. Morris with the throw for Celtic. Throw's going in very high then, on point. His boot was raised at shoulder level. And there are some of the British spectators here as the Celtic free kick is taken quickly, and here's Miller. Crossed into Coyne. Little layoff wasn't what he intended. Here's Beardsley for Liverpool under pressure. Referee literally saw an infringement as the ball was played away then by Mark McGee. Neil Midgley, who entertained a lot of the local expatriate Brits, had a splendid pre-match function last evening. Ablett with the free kick for Liverpool. Dennison on the right. Now Houghton. Dennison again, really playing like an attacking player now and picking out Barnes. Oh, Morris did so well then. Very cool defending by Chris Morris. Back to Bonner. Good kick. The heart of the Liverpool defence again. Ablett is there. But Celtic win it back. Now it's Miller. Turn back from McStay. McStay survives 2 tackles and finds Miller again. Good play by Miller here, and Liverpool concede the corner. Clear that Celtic, in their pre-match planning, have considered that Liverpool have a potential problem at the centre of their defence because most of their attacks have been routed that way. Well, on that occasion, Miller's magic on the wing helped to earn this corner. McGee on the line there. Miller just behind him, in fact. Robillard stretched and did so well. He's been fouled as he went up for it. Elbowed, in fact. Could it have been Mr. McCarthy? Could he do such a thing?
I would have thought so, would you?
Kind and gentle man. Still missing it. And Liverpool really not playing the way they can. It almost goes without saying.
They're not, and apart from anything as well, Alan, of course, when they do attack, Celtic are getting so many men back, it makes it very, very difficult to do. And of course, and it is warm-up there. It's obviously having an effect on the players as well. You know, when they make these long runs, it's not easy.
7 minutes to half-time. Celtic 1, Liverpool 0. McStay for Celtic. Not a good ball, actually. McCarhill and McCarthy almost split by that ball. Bonner's kick. Fulton on the far side, over his head, though, and Liverpool have a throw. Liverpool have had this incredible run back home with those 15 matches unbeaten. As we just see the Liverpool bench there, the bald-headed figure of Ronnie Moran. Roy Evans, the coach, and Kenny Dalglish, the manager. That run of 15 without loss includes 13 wins. And that, of course, that kind of form has lifted them back into contention for the championship. And now Nicol lifts them into contention for an equaliser, perhaps. Tailed in towards Beardsley, and Rogan did well. Burrows. Back to Ablett. McMahon. Not an easy ball, but he won it. Good tackle by Mikhail. This is Fulton. And the break by Coyne down the left. He's got McGee in the middle and Miller arriving. Coyne doing well to hold it up and wait for support here from Fulton. Still the youngster. He looks very poised for an 18-year-old, I must say. Celtic playing some good stuff here. Rogan, McStay, into Coyne. Rogan again. Driven hard this time, and what had looked a promising build-up by Celtic finally comes to nothing.
That was a bad ball, but certainly Celtic playing far better. Well, I wouldn't say far better, but they're playing better than Liverpool, and particularly in Paul McStay in midfield, where Liverpool in a way can get their midfield going, where Whelan and McMahon, they just really haven't got into the game, whereas McStay and Grant, they've more or less dominated that area.
Thank you, Dennis. 5 minutes to half-time here in Dubai, in the Middle East. Bruce Grobbelaar will have to go and fetch the ball himself, and Celtic hoping to go in at half-time with that one-goal lead intact. Good kick from standing position, that was by Grobbelaar. McCarthy up well, though, for Celtic. Now Whelan. Gillespie. This is Ablett. Barnes. Nicol. Tried to set Barnes free again. Liverpool have a throw. Barnes. Nice bit of football from Barnes and from Whelan too, finding Venison on the right. In it goes to Houghton, he lets it run. Beardsley. Houghton. Venison there again, and Liverpool win a corner. Paul McStay back helping his defence. Well, from Liverpool's point of view, it would be the ideal time to score. Barnes. Whipped in dangerously, but cleared straight to Ablett. This is Burrows. Now Nicol. Gillespie. Stay and Gillespie battling away to teammates, of course, in the Scottish national side. Nicol with the throw for Liverpool. Beardsley. Venison. Coyne came to meet him, and that caused the problem. Houghton. Barnes is there. Did well. Good control by John Barnes. Not a bad effort. It rebounds to Houghton. And that wasn't a good cross. Bonner immediately gets Celtic moving forward again here with Miller. McStay. Fulton. Coyne and McGee forward for him here. Coyne running into space, but he's given it away. So have Liverpool. Grant turns it forward, but offside the decision. Coyne looking none too happy with that, but the linesman was perfectly placed. We've got 2 minutes of the first half to go here in Dubai, and Liverpool in search of an equalising goal. They trail 1-0, Nicol on the ball. Beardsley, McCarthy's challenge, a good one. This is Miller, McCarthy again. McGee, difficult ball, it bounced up at him. And he gives it away to Houghton, who's beaten Rogan. Whelan coming forward for Liverpool as well here. And Nicol moves into space on the left. It was a good ball to find him, but not a good ball by Nicol.
Same again there, wasn't it? A good move by Liverpool. A terrific break by Nicol to get behind the Celtic defence. And again now, that final pass, not too good.
But Liverpool still in possession now with John Barnes. He had to work hard to win that back, and then the ball pumped away. Referee and two players ducking, and at the end of it all, it's a free kick to Liverpool. Very little time remaining in this first half. By my watch, we're well into the final minute. Liverpool usually like to take free kicks quickly, as Bono will know. Although he's trying to line up some defenders in case anybody thinks about having a pot at goal. McMahon curls it in. McGee's there for Celtic on the edge of his own box. And then cleared by McStay to Poulton. McStay again. Good ball. McGee. Grant. Miller. Support here from Morris if he wants him. He finds McGee, and then McMahon busily working to win it back for Liverpool. Three Celtic players converge on him, and he still finds Whelan. Good ball. Venison. Whelan again. Referee has looked at his watch. We're very close to half-time here in Dubai. Whelan. Gillespie. Whelan again. McMahon has made a great run, but he gives the ball away instead of finding him. And it's Celtic's turn to break with McStay and Miller on the right. Coyne and McGee moving into the Liverpool penalty area as Miller attacks. Nicol's clearance. But it crossed the line, so it's a throw to Celtic. Gets it back from the throw. Stay gives it away. Here's Barnes for Liverpool. Celtic just a bit sharper in the tackle. Although it's a throw into Liverpool. There's McGee, the man whose goal separates the sides. Moves back. Nicol. Burrows. And Barnes. One by McCarthy. And that's the half-time whistle here in Dubai. McCarthy leads the Celtic players off. Mark McGee's early goal giving them the lead. They could have had two more probably with McCoyne and McGee himself. It's been an uncharacteristic 45 minutes for Liverpool, not at their best, and at half-time they trail by 1-0. We'll have the whole of the second half right after the break. Welcome back to Dubai as Celtic get the second half underway here in the Dubai Champions Cup, leading by 1-0 at half-time. Liverpool, during the interval, have made a significant substitution, bringing on their leading scorer this season, John Aldridge. They've actually taken off Gary Ablett, and that's meant a tactical switch, with Steve Nicol moving to centre-back alongside Gary Gillespie, and obviously Aldridge has gone forward. Mark McGee, the first half goal scorer, takes his place at the other end. And he was the target for that towering kick, but Ian Coyne just between them committing an offence on Gillespie, and Liverpool get the free kick. So an interesting change, Dennis, by Liverpool, and I must say they looked as though they missed John Aldridge in that first half. But let's wait a moment, as Aldridge nearly got on the end of that.
Yes, I think so, Alan, that as we were talking at half-time, that if Liverpool are going to get back in the game and indeed go and try and win the game, then they've got to show a bit more fire up front, and certainly John Aldridge, and of course moving John Barnes to his regular position on that left-hand side where he could create danger and get the ball in for the two strikers, because the combination of Beardsley and Barnes in the first half, for me anyway, did not work at all. So I was not surprised at all to see Aldridge come on.
So Liverpool have Aldridge on, Ablett off. Celtic keep the 11 who started the game, and they still have Andy Walker in reserve, so to speak, on the bench, their leading scorer. So Celtic looking in a good position here. But Whelan now for Liverpool. Then back by Burrows. McMahon. Couldn't quite hold off the challenge from McStay. Venison gets it away. And this is Fulton. Challenged by Houghton. McCarhill at the other end. We've had a very sound game, Steve McCarhill. Getting it back to Bonner. Liverpool, I'm sure, realising the need to test Bonner early on. He's been reasonably untroubled so far in this game. Finding McStay with that kick, who couldn't control it, and then tried to haul the Liverpool man down and did so in the end. And Neil Midgley has said play on. Venison in possession and tries a speculative shot from 20-odd yards. And in the comfort of the executive seats, the spectators wonder whether Liverpool can get back into this game. Venison again, and McCarhill. So here's Gillespie for Liverpool. McStay dispossessed by Gillespie. Turned forward by Anton Rogan. Grobbelaar, well, there was a time when he would have thought about dribbling that one upfield. Older and wiser and more mature, he was saying before the match. Doesn't do those silly things anymore. Needs to keep his place under pressure from Mike Hooper. Here's McMahon for Liverpool. Now Barnes. Good ball. Venison. Houghton. Filled in towards Aldridge, and he was desperately close to getting the touch as Bonner came out and did just enough, I think. Referee's given a free kick, but I suppose, Dennis, straight away that underlines just how good Aldridge is at getting on the end of things for Liverpool.
Well, it was a lovely cross in, and unfortunately we can't see it now, but it was a nice cross. It certainly tested the Celtic goalkeeper, but John Aldridge was the player in there, and it's typical of a striker sneaking about inside the penalty area, looking for anything at all. And really, in a way, it was Bonner that put Aldridge off, and I think you must put it down to the keeper, really, that Aldridge didn't score.
A new purpose about Liverpool now, as Barnes through to McMahon. It was a good ball, and Bonner again read it splendidly. This is Fulton, a young man who's impressed greatly on his first full appearance for Celtic, the 18-year-old Steve Fulton, and he wins the free kick. George Best in the centre of the picture there amongst the celebrities. He actually played in a celebrity match which preceded the main game here. Celtic get themselves in trouble. Beardsley on the end of that bad back pass. And Bonner did marvellously well, but Beardsley will be very disappointed. Normally, you would have put money on Peter Beardsley to score then. But Bonner came out quickly, stood his ground, made himself big and made it a difficult angle. And in the end, his shoulder got the ball away. Corner to Liverpool. Barnes whips it in and, oh, Bonner for a moment gave Liverpool hope. Then he regained possession, and Celtic on the attack. Point. No test at all for Grobbelaar. McCarthy, a difficult bounce, certainly contributed to Celtic's goal in the first half, and the bounce deceived the Liverpool central defenders. But a near miss then, Dennis, as far as Liverpool were concerned.
Well, really, it's one of those that you dream of, defenders knocking the ball back to the keeper and, of course, making a hash of it. And you've only then got the goalkeeper to beat. And although Bonner did extremely well in putting Beardsley off, you feel in that situation a man of his calibre should have gone on and equalised for Liverpool.
Here's Coyne for Celtic. Held in towards McGee, and Nicol was there to meet it and concede the corner. John Aldridge, who was brought on to try and get goals, has to go back now and defend. McGee on the line there for Celtic. Coyne and Miller take up positions on the far post as Steve Fulton prepares to take the kick. 6 minutes gone in the second half, Celtic leading 1-0 here. Locked it towards McCarthy on the edge of the box, but it breaks to Beardsley for Liverpool. Good ball. Gillespie. McMahon. Gillespie's continued his run on the left wing as Barnes and McMahon link. Venison goes in hard. Coyne. Good play by Celtic again. This is Grant. Back from McStay. Miller on the right, just trying to cause some problems to Liverpool, but he overrun it.
Better start by Liverpool in the second half. I think we've had more excitement from them in the opening minutes. That 2 chances, albeit of bad pass back, and the effort by, or near effort by Aldridge.
Here's Whelan. And I think he spotted Bonner just a few yards forward of the goal line and tried to, well, half chip him, but he struck the ball and didn't really get it sweetly. But Ronnie Whelan scored a great chip goal, Coventry in a league game a couple of weeks ago. Player with him, immense ability. Peter Grant, one of those charged with stopping him in the Celtic midfield. Still 1-0 to Celtic then. Free kick to Liverpool. McGee charged into Gillespie. Mark McGee, his 4th goal in the last 5 games for Celtic, is the single score in this match so far. Barry Venison will take the kick for Liverpool. Barnes the target. Well won by McCarthy. The ball given away to Whelan though. Beardsley tried to set Aldridge away. Venison wins it back for Liverpool. Beardsley. McMahon. Good effort by McMahon, but straight against McCarthy as it happened. Fulton and Grant. Liverpool a little bit more tigerish now in midfield. That's too tigerish then, and Steve McMahon really gave a bit of a nasty rap on the shin to Fulton. So Dennis, how do you see this game going now? Liverpool do look better, I must say, at the start of this second half, but Celtic have played some good football throughout.
Good football indeed, and as we say, probably just that shade better in the first half than Liverpool. But if Liverpool were going to get back into the game, then they had to, as you probably say, go up another gear. And certainly in the opening minutes of the second half, that's what they've done. They've had a couple of near misses for them. They've got to do better than they did in the first half. But Celtic playing particularly well. And McStay in midfield, he's been the linchpin for more or less all the attack by Celtic, and a good defender as well. So Liverpool have got a lot to do in the second half.
McCarthy with the free kick, but he's hit it straight at Venison. Back it comes to McCarthy again. Ooh, he thought about playing it back. Oh, well, he did in the end. He'd seen Aldridge cutting off the route back to the goalkeeper. Gillespie up. McMahon turned it on. And then Whelan. Houghton, the number 9 for Liverpool. This is Venison, but Celtic really hustling them very well when the Liverpool men are in possession. Big kick from Grobbelaar, aimed at Aldridge, but it came off the head of McCarhill. Rogan. Good long ball by Rogan. McGee beaten though by Gillespie. Venison is there to help out for Liverpool. Now Barnes in a very deep position for them. Oh, it's a great ball, is it? Oh, it's just too hard. Well, he certainly spotted Houghton moving down the right, but on this pitch, the bounce can be very cruel, and it really picked up pace off the first bounce. But unlucky. McGee missed the header. Venison. McMahon dispossessed by McStay. It's been quite a battle between those two. Down the line by Fulton, and a good ball as it happens. Gillespie read it well, though. Venison. Whelan, and now Nickel. On the left is Burrows. Aldridge. Houghton. And Aldridge again drifting into space and now finding Barnes. Houghton wanted it pulled back, and in the end, perhaps John Barnes pulled it back a bit too far, and Houghton had to stretch, and the shot went wide.
Good move by Liverpool there, and as you say, Alan, just that little shade pulled it back just about a foot too far behind, because it was a perfect. He could have picked up Aldridge and Beardsley, but he didn't. He elected to pick out Houghton. It was the right choice, but just the ball just a bit too far behind him, or else that was a very much an opportunity for Liverpool.
Another opportunity missed, and with 12 minutes completed in the second half here, Celtic still lead by 1-0 in Dubai for the Dubai Champions Cup. Barnes for Liverpool. Nickel. Burrows. Good ball. Beardsley. McCarthy across to cover. Beardsley takes him on. McCarthy will be well pleased with his game tonight. And he rode a second challenge as well, but then gave it away. Gillespie. Nickel. Skill that was by Barnes, took it at real stretch and got away from his marker Grant. Now Beardsley, back it goes to Barnes. Splendid football by Liverpool, but again perhaps Barnes just took it a yard too far, and Morris got in the challenge. It's a corner. Barnes leaving the kick to Houghton and goes to the near post for the little flick header. McCarthy gets it away. Now Barnes. Houghton. Barnes again. Back to Burrows. Good header by McCarthy. McMahon, and no real power there, and Bonner read it all the way. Not a bad throw either by the Celtic goalkeeper, and there was the suspicion that Gillespie tried to pull Coyne back. But Celtic have possession. McStay, nice little ball. Grant. Miller on the right. And good defending by young David Burrows. And Liverpool begin to build themselves now, and look menacing as well. McMahon. Venison. Beardsley. On to Houghton, but he couldn't control it, and to be fair to him, it was hit very high.
Better start to the second half by Liverpool. They look far more comfortable at the back, where Nickel is slotted in as a central defender. And of course they're now getting the midfield going and getting the ball up to the front runners, and look a much more compact side in the second half. But Celtic, again, they're playing well as well.
Free kick to Liverpool on the halfway line. Houghton takes it quickly and finds Barnes. Half an hour of the match remaining. Liverpool trail by a goal to nil. Beardsley chasing McCarthy. And he gets there first. Turned in towards McMahon. Good effort. But Bonner read it very carefully and was in the right place. But a good move, Dennis.
A lovely move and a good combination with Beardsley and Barnes before McMahon got a lovely header and a nice save by Bonner.
Beardsley taking it on the stretch. Barnes in support. Houghton wanted it played first time, but he gave it away. Stay, lovely bit of skill. Smashing football. Here's McCarthy. This is Rogan. And Rogan ignoring the shouts from his bench, which we heard from high in the stand here, to turn the ball back to goalkeeper Bonner. Celtic, having lost to Rangers on Saturday, know that their hopes of retaining their league championship have all but disappeared, and that's their own view, not mine. They'll keep trying, of course, but the Scottish Cup perhaps their best hope for honours, so they would dearly love the morale boost of a victory over Liverpool here tonight. And here's Venison for Liverpool, who try to get back on level terms. Whelan, Beardsley is there. He's let Houghton take over. Not a good ball. Barnes had to work hard just to keep it in. He did brilliantly. Beardsley in space, and he got away from the defender well. And the space was quickly closed down, and Beardsley finds that he doesn't even have the consolation of a corner, as Aldridge was waiting in the middle for the cross that never came.
Well, Liverpool certainly had the players in numbers in that last attack, but you must give credit to Celtic. They came back equally in numbers and more so, and really they have defended particularly well. And then, of course, when they do break away, McStay in midfield, who has had an exceptionally good game tonight, he is making every move, but good defending by Celtic.
"20 minutes gone in the second half. Celtic 1, Liverpool 0. Whelan for Liverpool. Not a good kick by Bonner. Straight at McMahon. Now Venison. That's a great ball. Houghton in space. Aldridge in the middle inevitably. The cross cut out by McCarhill. Back it comes to McMahon. And that's a goal kick. So Liverpool threaten once again. But Celtic look pretty sound at the back. Steve McMahon back to his outstanding best. He had a patch in the middle of the season when, by his own admission, he wasn't playing as well as he had been. Bonner taking a bit of time as Celtic want to make their substitution. And I think it's Miller that's gone off, and the man coming on here is Billy Stark, experienced former Aberdeen man, who presumably will just fit into that space on the right-hand side of midfield. Coyne getting up well, and Stark gets his first touch straight away. Morris. Nichols' clearance. Back it comes to McStay here. Stark again. McStay. Morris. Oh, well, that was a disappointing ball by McGee. And Liverpool unexpectedly have a throw. Gary Gillespie. Steve McMahon for them. Well, not as yet the high-scoring game that was hoped for perhaps by the locals, but it's been a good football match, and there's definitely been a competitive element about it. And with Liverpool pouring forward now, there's the possibility of an equaliser, and the danger, as far as they're concerned, of conceding a second. Here's Barnes, though. Good football. Houghton is there. Tried the chip. Ooh, it was very, very close. Lovely skill. Caressed the ball over the crossbar then. It was a delightful piece of skill by Houghton. And certainly they're not used to that, the local spectators here. 25 league clubs in the local league here. Quite a bit of British interest. In fact, the Al Nassr club where this match is being played, their general manager Pat Saywood, former Brighton manager from a few years back, I remember. And Don Reevy used to be the manager here, and so did Dave Mackay. So they've had plenty of British people over the years as Liverpool go forward again now. Aldridge's shot, deflected, and that'll be a Liverpool corner. McCarthy again, the man in the way.
McCarthy did well there, really, because he pushed Aldridge wide. I know it's on his favourite right peg, but he did push him wide, and it was making a very difficult angle.
It was a decent corner, but it was well read by Rogan. Denison, Barnes, Houghton is there, but again, Celtic win it back. But Barnes for Liverpool regains possession. Houghton. Celtic a lot of men back behind the ball now, indeed only Coyne forward for them. Liverpool pouring men into the Celtic half. This one is Burrows. And he just lost his patience, and Celtic have it back. Miller on the right. McStay. Given away though. Good interception by Nicol. Barnes continues the run. Nicol outside him. Good ball. Oh, Houghton just missed it. Just played in behind him. This is Stark. Chris Morris on the right. Stark's continued his run, and he finds him well. McGee in the middle here. He looks for him, but played it behind him. Denison very cool. Houghton. Well, it wasn't a good ball because it was too high for Barnes. This is Nicol. Whelan takes over. And now David Burrows. Sure, he's happy to be back in the team. He missed all those matches when he got food poisoning on England duty in Albania, and then couldn't get his place back when Steve Staunton took over. Whether he plays on Saturday against Sheffield Wednesday in the league, of course, remains to be seen. It's Stark for Celtic. A bit of football. I enjoyed that, the Celtic men in the crowd. But it's got them nowhere. Liverpool have the ball again with Gillespie. Now Whelan. And still. And still. Everything coming through him. And he finds Houghton. He finds Denison. Aldridge is in the middle. He was the target. McCarthy with the clearance. Judging by some of the shots from the Liverpool bench, they're taking this very seriously, and Celtic are too, of course. Denison. Gillespie. Send in towards McMahon. Oh, it was a good effort and good save. Didn't get a lot of power behind him, McMahon, but it was a good effort, falling to the ground, trying to catch out the goalkeeper, but Bonner wasn't having any of it.
Very difficult, the ball coming over your head, and as you say, Al didn't get hold of it. And I'm sure if he had have hit it properly, then I don't think Bonner would have any chance, but just didn't get a hold of it.
Just a little under 20 minutes to go. I think Celtic are going to make a second substitution here. Presumably Walker will be the player who comes on. McStay is going off.
Yes, I think Paul McStay got a little bit of a knock a couple of minutes before over on that far side of midfield when there was a couple of harsh tackles. I don't think it's anything serious, but I'm sure that Billy McNeil will want him for Saturday.
Yes, very much Celtic's most valuable player, and as Billy McNeil was saying yesterday, they haven't even got enough money in Dubai to buy him. So he's gone off. Andy Walker's come on. But Liverpool have the ball with Barnes on the left. Celtic have used both their substitutes. Liverpool just the one. Aldridge. Whelan chipped it into McMahon again, who keeps getting forward in the second half into good goal-scoring positions. Celtic hold on to their lead. McGee at the other end. Nice little back header. Gillespie reaches it ahead of Walker. And Liverpool just keep possession. Now with Venison. His control was a little bit lacking there, but he got away with it. McMahon, Barnes on the left. Here's Liam Aldridge forward. Red shirts arriving. He looks for Aldridge and finds him. Aldridge! It's 1-1. And judging by the roars, there are more Liverpool fans in Dubai than there are Celtic, because that's really brought the crowd to life. John Aldridge. A brilliant ball by John Barnes, picked him out over the head of the defender Rogan. And Aldridge in this situation, well, you could bet your mortgage on him. And he slid it home in the 28th minute of the second half to bring Liverpool back into the picture. John Aldridge gets his 14th goal in the last 14 games and his 24th of the season. And it's Celtic 1, Liverpool 1, and what a grandstand finish we've got in prospect now, Dennis Law.
Yes, and I couldn't really add anything more to what you said. It was a beautiful ball by John Barnes coming over the Celtic defender. If anybody in the world to be in a position like that to score, then you'd pick John Aldridge. Absolute perfect for him.
So, Aldridge gets on the score sheet, and it's Liverpool 1, Celtic 1. Can I remind you that both the previous matches in this Dubai Champions Cup ended up after 90 minutes all level, and both times it went to a penalty shootout. And indeed that happened when Liverpool and Celtic met here in 1986, Liverpool winning in the end on penalties. So, Celtic, having played so well for so much of the game, now find themselves back on level terms. But I have to say, in the second half, Liverpool have been the better side. They've taken the game to the Scottish champions. They've created several chances before the one that was scored by Aldridge. And I think the scoreline has a fair look about it now. Venison for Liverpool. Now they will go in search of the winner. Aldridge again, the target. Bonner first to it. Point. Good ball. McGee. Nicely helped on as well. Grant. Look for Stark. Now Walker. And Barnes is back to help out. Crowd enjoyed that. Come on. Gillespie. Gillespie again. Houghton. Strange how Celtic seem to have gone into their shell almost now. They're kind of paying Liverpool a great deal of respect and allowing them to dominate possession, which, considering the way Celtic themselves did well in the first half, is a bit surprising. Liverpool now in the driving seat, no question. Venison offside. McMahon, who didn't agree with the decision, and Liverpool are to make a substitution. Steve Staunton, obviously not a superstitious type, wearing number 13, will come on, and it's a straight swap, if you like, because he's going to take the place of David Burrows, so it's one left full-back for another. Roy Evans, one of the Liverpool coaches, just helps him on, and David Burrows comes on. Staunton will have precisely 14 minutes of the game to make an impact. So Liverpool also now have used both their substitutes. The two allowable, that is. And it's 1-1. And Gillespie in possession for Liverpool. Rogan. And I think the ball must have crossed the line as Rogan played it upfield. And we're seeing again here the magical skills of John Barnes, just waiting, looking forward, clipping the perfect ball, really, over the defender's head. Rogan could do nothing about it. Clinical finish by Aldridge. 13 minutes of the match remaining. McMahon for Liverpool. Venison. It's a good ball again, and that was good defending that time by McCarhill, because if he'd let that one through, Beardsley was right behind him and ready to punch. Staunton gets his first header in. Plays it straight to Grant. Coyne. Seen quite so much of him in this half. That's the Celtic throw. A lot of prestige at stake here. Neither of these sides wants to lose this one. And they're both going in search of a winner now. Fulton. Stark is on the far side. He picked him out brilliantly. Nicol gets it clear though. Celtic man down injured in the Liverpool penalty area as play continues. With McMahon for Liverpool. Stark as the injured player, but he's back on his feet now. Beardsley for Liverpool. Now Houghton. A lot of Liverpool men forward here. McMahon. Beardsley outside him. McMahon first to it. And now Beardsley. The referee had actually whistled, so all that excitement was in vain, and the players haven't realised it. The ball came in, I think it was possibly a bit of pushing, Dennis.
Yes, by John Aldridge, definitely. But isn't it a different second half from Liverpool's point of view, the way that they've played, and in particular with Aldridge going up as helping Beardsley up front, of course, it's given John Barnes a lot more freedom, and of course we know the skill that he's got, but it's also allowed midfield players like Steve McMahon in particular to come through, and this has been the key factor in the second half for Liverpool.
10 minutes to go. Referee Neil Midgley gives Celtic a free kick. The scoreline is Celtic 1, Liverpool 1. And I underline that there has to be a winner here tonight, and if they're still level at the end of 90 minutes, the match will be decided by a penalty shootout. McCarthy with the free kick. Venison let it run. It's the Liverpool throw. Celtic won't be overly happy, incidentally, about penalties, because of course they missed a penalty against Rangers on Saturday, which could have saved the match for them. Bit less pressure here though. Houghton. Cleared by Cahill. This is Whelan for Liverpool. Helps back to Grobbelaar, who still protects his record of not having played on the losing side for Liverpool in any game this season. Venison. Away. And Celtic have a lot of men forward here. Well, that wasn't perhaps the best ball because they were strong down the left-hand side. But anyway, McGee finds Morris. Grant under pressure from Beardsley. And a free kick given to Celtic. Beardsley feeling he made a fair challenge for the ball, but Midgley disagreeing. Some of the Liverpool directors who've enjoyed this second half rather better than the first. But here comes Celtic. Fulton. Held it well and finds Coyne. Stark on the far side. Headed back for Walker. Stark again. Morris takes over. Good run here by the fullback, and not a bad ball at the end of it. Venison came in between McGee and the other Celtic man, and the locals enjoyed that move, but Celtic didn't particularly because nothing came of it.
I don't think he was a Celtic supporter, was he?
Takes all sorts. Cahill adjudged to have fouled Aldridge, so it's a free kick to Liverpool. 8 minutes to go on my watch. It's Celtic 1, Liverpool 1. Gillespie with the kick. It was aimed at Barnes, and it didn't quite reach him because McCarthy was the player who intercepted. But Liverpool have a corner. Number 12, Aldridge on the line, the Liverpool goal scorer. There's their captain, Whelan. Back it goes to Staunton. Really driven in hard, too hard. I think the local people who perhaps are not terribly au fait with football will think if this game goes to penalties, that's how it's always played for the Dubai Cup. They're almost expecting them. Here goes Celtic again then. But again they give it away. Now Venison. A lot of people feeling it's rather strange for Liverpool and Celtic to come halfway around the world to play for a cup. At that point to Billy McNeil, the Celtic manager, he said, well, nobody else came up with a better offer or a better idea, so why not play it here? And at least it is furthering the game in a new country, so to speak, as far as football is concerned. And that handsome trophy lies in wait, but who'll pick it up? I wonder. Tony Whelan, the Liverpool skipper, or Mark McGee, the acting skipper of Celtic. It's 1-1. Houghton in possession for Liverpool. Free kick against Houghton, which is rather surprising. Walker takes his place forward. Celtic slow it down, and that is almost fatal. Liverpool 1, Celtic 1, the scoreline. And certainly both sides pressing hard for a winner with the 5 minutes of the match remaining. The effects microphone's a little bit too close to the benches down there. I do hope your hearing isn't as good as ours. Very unsporting words coming from...
Maybe it's a bit of
I say both benches.
Maybe it's a bit of Arabic. We don't really know, do we?
Grobbelaar launches an enormous kick. Rogan heads it down. And Celtic begin to build again. They won the throw. Coyne chases forward, looking for the ball again. Fulton finding Walker this time. Fulton there again. Just over the line, Liverpool's throw. Good ball that was. Whelan. Houghton. Barnes. Staunton outside him. Flowing move this by Liverpool. 3 players in the centre here for the young left back. Finds McMahon. Venison arrives in support on this side. Now McMahon again. Liverpool keeping possession. Brilliant by McMahon. And then he just clipped it against McCarthy. And Liverpool looks so dangerous. Grant gets it away. Celtic under real pressure here. Gillespie now for Liverpool. Good run by the big centre-back. And he nearly set Houghton into space. As Celtic pushed up hoping for an offside. Four minutes on the clock. It's Celtic 1, Liverpool 1. Bonner with the kick. Grant leaving it to Fulton. Cahill forward. Not a good ball, straight to Nicol. Now Barnes. Houghton leaves it to Beardsley. And then to Houghton. McMahon takes over. Offside. Well, John Aldridge, either he was very quick to stop the flag going up, or he fancies himself as a handball player as well.
I think really that, give him the benefit of the doubt that he saw the flag up, because it would have been an awful header.
So it's looking increasingly like the Dubai Cup will be decided for the 3rd successive year on penalties, or at least the 3rd successive time in the competition. But wait, Celtic on the attack with Starr. Too far, because Venison had come in and read it as Coyne threatened on the far post.
Good defending by Venison now. Very good.
Corner to Celtic. Grobbelaar waits. Fulton's kick. McCarthy getting up higher than anyone, and Grobbelaar first to reach it. Good kick that by the Liverpool keeper. Mann covering a lot of ground to reach it and then couldn't control it. At my watch, there are 90 seconds to go in Dubai, and it's one each here. McGee for Celtic. Coyne. Given away though, and Venison makes sure that Liverpool get the throw as well. So Mark McGee, who scored the opening goal of this match to give Celtic a lead they held on to for quite some time before John Aldridge equalised for Liverpool. Rogan right underneath that big kick. McMahon. And perhaps both sides now would settle for that penalty decider. Nobody wants to lose it in the final minute. McCarthy for Celtic. So the Cup may have to wait a little longer before finding a home. Will it be Glasgow or Merseyside? Referee Neil Midgley has looked at his watch and checked with both the linesmen. Gillespie clears for Liverpool. Perhaps their final chance now. Beardsley on to Barnes. Well, it was a good run, but Morris also defended well for Celtic. And there's the final whistle. So for the third time, the Dubai Cup ends all level at the end of 90 minutes. And once again, the champions will be decided on a penalty shootout. The final score after 90 minutes in Dubai, Liverpool 1, Celtic 1. Stay with us. We'll have the rest of the action from Dubai right after the break.
I want the report here first thing. It's in my filing cabinet.
Right, hang on, Mr. Thompson. Oh. Which one, Mr... Hello?
When you need something somewhere fast, call Data Post. We'll deliver documents, heavy items and consignments anywhere in the UK, guaranteed. And to all major business centres by 10 a.m.
Ah, that'll be my report.
When you're depending on it, Data Post it.
Brilliant! You look awful! And dandruff too, nice touch. What have I said?
But I wash my hair every day, and if I used a dandruff shampoo, I'd end up looking like Kevin.
Well, there's this new Frequent shampoo.
Head and Shoulders?
No, Head and Shoulders Frequent. Try it.
My hair's so soft, it's brightening.
New Head and Shoulders Frequent, a frequent shampoo that clears dandruff too.
What is it with everyone and this mighty white bread? Soft wheat and rye grains. Big deal.
And 30% more fibre than ordinary white.
Right tasty mighty white. It's mightier than the average white.
Is he gone yet?
Hurry up, boys, you'll be late.
Good morning, missus.
Goodbye, missus. Hi, Mum. Tea ready yet, Mum? Just a moment. This kitchen's nice and new, but it isn't nice and clean. But it'll be clean in a flash. Flash is faster than other liquids because used neat, it starts dissolving greasy handprints on contact, on tiles, on sinks. So when you've got to dash, wipe out dirt in a flash.
10 years ago, Marie Helvin discovered one of the purest oils she could put on her body. And in her body, Flora, there's no purer cooking oil.
Nestle Original Dairy Crunch. Smooth chocolate. Crispy rice.
And now, new white Dairy Crunch. The smoothest white chocolate with crispy rice. Relax. With the heavenly taste of white chocolate and crispy rice.
New white Dairy Crunch from Nestle. Can you resist the crunch?
Yes, sir. I'd like one Harvey Wallbanger, one Dickie Dickie, and a kiss in the dark, please.
In this country, 10 million cars can be adjusted to unleaded petrol. Now. Quickly and cheaply. Often it's free. And unleaded petrol costs about 10 pence less than ordinary 4-star.
Please.
So now there's every reason for you to adjust to unleaded. Every reason in the world. Adjust to unleaded now. The change will do us all good.
If you want to know what's on TV, anytime, any channel, ask the expert, your TV.
So, sit back and relax, and let's see what's on tonight, shall we?
It'll instantly update you on what's showing in your region. The easy way to ask your TV what's on is to page Oracle Teletext.
Welcome back to Dubai, where we have just seen the match between Liverpool and Celtic ending in a 1-all draw. The game will now be decided by a penalty shootout, 5 penalties to each side, and as you can see, the first one will be taken by Celtic by Mick McCarthy, who's had an outstanding game, and facing him in the Liverpool goal is Bruce Grobbelaar. Oh dear, what a very unhappy start for Celtic. McCarthy blasts his penalty high and wide and not at all handsome. And straight away now Celtic are under pressure. And as it happened, Grobbelaar went the wrong way as well, but a poor penalty. How ironic, because he'd played so well in the 90 minutes. So John Aldridge steps up to the spot. Liverpool's first choice penalty taker, of course. Pat Bonner will face him. Celtic having already missed. And Aldridge gives Liverpool the lead from the spot. He can. You don't get any extra goals for it, but he also sent Bonner the wrong way. 1-0 to Liverpool from the spot. Aldridge collects his second goal here in Dubai. So Grant steps up to take the second Celtic penalty, and he beats Grobbelaar. So Celtic get themselves back in contention, of course. That side-footed kick by Peter Grant. But remember, although it's 1-1, they are behind, so to speak, because Liverpool's second penalty to come now. But at least Celtic are still in the hunt with that kick. Peter Beardsley steps up to the spot. He scored a few in his time in First Division fixtures for Liverpool from penalties. Can he do so again? He can. That's 2-1 to Liverpool. Peter Beardsley, calm as you like, kicking out the corner of the net. Bonner went the right way but couldn't get there. Now it's the turn of Coyne, Tommy Coyne, Celtic's £500,000 signing, to try and beat Bruce Grobbelaar from the spot. Which he does. A nice one by Coyne. So it's 2-2. And again, the goalkeepers not guessing that well at the moment. And of course it is all about guessing really, because you've just got to try and play a hunch. Steve McMahon, the next Liverpool man. Ooh, and he's missed it. So that really does even things up, and that makes it very interesting indeed. McMahon misses. And so it's 2-2. Bonner will be the first to admit it wasn't the best penalty, and he was given every chance of saving it. Hit straight at him, really, although he dived the right way. That was important. 2-2 on penalties then. Walker, the next Celtic player, to try his hand from the spot. And in fact, it would, of course, if he nets, place Celtic in front. And he has. That's 3-2 to Celtic. Very confidently struck. Walker, of course, coming on as a late substitute. They couldn't have allowed him to take one if he hadn't been on the field at the end of 90 minutes. So that was good work from the bench to get him on. 3-2. Steve Staunton. As I was saying, I hope he's not superstitious. He's wearing 13, he's got to take a penalty. Well, maybe he will be superstitious now. It hit the foot of the post and bounced away, and Celtic are leading 3-2 on penalties. So if the next one goes in from Celtic, they win. Stark will be the man who will take the vital kick, as we see Staunton's effort hitting the foot of the post. Celtic leads 3-2 on penalties, and if Stark scores this one, then Celtic will win the Dubai Cup. Grobbelaar knows that only too well. Well, a little bit of nervous psychological moment for Stark as he had to respot the ball. Billy Stark faces Bruce Grobbelaar to try and give Celtic victory. And he's done so! Billy Stark makes it 4-2 on penalties. And that sweetly struck shot into the corner. Grobbelaar was close, but not close enough. Means that Celtic have won the Dubai Champions Cup, and with it, the unofficial title of Champions of Great Britain. So Mark McGee, the acting skipper of Celtic, leads his team up to the rostrum, where they will receive the Dubai Champions Cup, reversing the result of 1986 when they lost to Liverpool here on penalties. And some may call it a friendly, but it's a piece of silverware nonetheless. And when it's gained by beating Liverpool, it has more significance and importance than usual. So the Dubai Cup goes to Celtic then, victors over Liverpool on penalties.
Well, I'm sure that the arguments will continue for a long time about which is the best team in Britain, but at least tonight we have new unofficial champions of Great Britain and winners of the Dubai Cup. Thanks for staying up so late. We hope you enjoyed our coverage from Dubai. Good night.